Hey guys, and I want to welcome you to the 12th episode of the Unity3D How to Make a Zombie FPS game series. Now, I apologize it being so long. It's just been busy with work, Christmas, New Year's, the lot, and finally we're back into it. So, in this episode today, what we're going to cover is the the gun implementation again. So you know how we did the M9 gun and the M9 bullet. We're going to re-put those back in, but we're going to recode them and make them perfect so that they work with anything we do, and it's going to be completely different from the way we did it last time. Well, not completely, just a different method of the way we're doing it. So what we're going to do is implement a physics raycast all, and now this physics.raycast all, and now this, what this is it's going to cast a ray out in front of us, and it's going to get anything that hits that ray. So anything at all it'll shoot. For example, say if there was a cube here and a cube here, and we were here and we were looking in this direction, and we shot out a ray in that direction, we hit both both game objects, then it's going to return a array of both those game objects. So what we're going to do first up is create a new script. So what we're going to do is just create a new folder that, and we're going to call that shooting instead of gun, so we can just leave those scripts to themselves. We might eventually just get rid of them altogether. So just create a new C# script and call this one fire. Now we're just going to double click to open that one up, and that shouldn't create too many errors. Yep, that's fine. Alright, now I'm just going to zoom in for you guys. Alright, so now in this one we're going to be using a few quite a few variables, different variables, rays and things like that. So what we're going to do is first off call in start, we're just going to say if input dot get key down get button fire 1, I believe it is called. Then we're going to do is we're going to call a function called fire. Alright, so now we're gonna leave update for now. I believe it is. Yep, and we're going to call the fire. We're gonna create the fire script. So I believe it's void. It returns nothing. Called fire, accepts nothing, and then we just close it off. Awesome. So then first off in fire we're gonna create our variable. So ray called ray equals new ray camera dot main dot transform dot position, because we need to give it an origin. So we're going to say from the camera's position, and we're going to send it in the direction of the wherever the camera is facing. So camera dot main dot transform dot forward, and that's that one. Then what we need to do is put a transform in, transform called hit transform. So the transform of the object we hit, we can set that up. Then we're going to create a vector 3 as a hit point. And we will set, what else do we need to set? Find closest hit object. So we're gonna find the closest hit object is another another function. So what we're gonna call in Fire is called the new function. So find closest transform. Find closest transform. Then we're going to just go down, and this one does return a variable, and that's called it will be of type transform. So transform find closest transform, and we're actually going to accept some variables in here. So what we're going to accept is a called type ray, called ray, and a out of type vector3 hit point. So it's got to be of the type hit point, so this one here. So we're going to sub in these variables, so ray and hit point, and that's fine. Now in this one, sorry that doesn't close off there, that just opens up because it's a function. In this one we closest transform. Okay, sorry about that. What we're going to do is first of all call our raycast hit, so raycast hit, and that's going to be of a type of array, so you put those square brackets in, and we're going to call that one hits. We're going to make that equal to our physics dot raycast all, and we're going to give it the ray that we put into the function, because that's what it says up here. So hits equals that, and then you put in the basically where you want to send that ray, in what direction you want to ray cast it, and we've already created a ray for that. We want to go in this direction forever, for unlimited time, because there's no unlimited distance, because there is no limit. So what we're going to do next is set the transform. Well, we're going to cast it as transform. Going to set the closest. We're going to make a variable. Sorry, closest transform. Closest hit equal to null. So we're going to use that to find set the variable as closest hit, and we're going to return the closest hit. So that will be what we want to have in the final thing. Another one we want to another variable we want to create is a float called distance, and we just want to set that to 0. The next one we want to do is get that hit point variable and set that equal to vector3 dot 0. Hope you guys are getting this. Just going a bit fast to keep time up so I can get in more videos for you. So then next we're going to create a for each loop, and what this is going to do is it's going to run through the array of hits that we have from the raycast hit, so from this one, and it's going to find the closest one, and we're going to set that closest one, and we're just going to set up a few safety nets for ourselves. So it's raycast hit called hit in hits. So we're going to find the raycast hit, the single hit inside the variable hits. So we're going to find the single hit that we want to find inside that. Well, sorry, we're going to shuffle through each hit of in types hits, in variable hits, sorry. And then we're going to just open that one up, and we're going to go in if hit.transform. Transform is not equal to this dot transform, because it is possible to scan to hit yourself, hit our game object. So if we attach this script to our game object, what we're going to do is we are going to we may hit our transform. So this is a safety net for us to say, hey, don't hit yourself, because if you do, just skip it. Just skip yourself, because we don't want to be shooting ourselves. Then we're going to go and we're going to open in brackets, and we're going to go closest hit. And if closest hit is if equals null, so if we haven't already hit something, or if we have, sorry, wrong one, or if we have hit something already, we are going to say, hey, if what we're hitting now is closer than it was before the previous object. So say if a cube now came in front of another cube, we now hit that cube, it's going to be the closest hit now, because it is closer than the other one in relation to us. So we're going to say hit.distance is less than distance, that variable we created earlier. So if that is true, then what we are going to do is set the closest hit equals the hit.trans, no, equals hit dot transform. Oh, it's a log, it's transform, I think. Transform, and then the distance. So we want to set this up so that we want to set this up so that it is the safety net works, so that if something comes in front, hit dot distance. Alright, and then the final one we're going to do inside is hit point equals hit dot point. Now that will set us up so that we can do things at our where we hit. So if we hit the wall, if we hit the floor, if we want to add a effect, a ricochet effect, or a whole image, then what we want to do is have that hit point for later use. So we'll get to that eventually. So that closes off that one, and that closes off that one. Oh wait, yeah, we're still going to close off this one. Yep. Okay, so that closes them off, and then after the for each loop, what we're going to do is return closest hit. And now that should not give us any errors, because our closest hit is equal to null. That was what we do up here, because if we didn't do that, it would have nothing there. It's not null if we don't assign it. You have to assign it to null. So if we didn't do that, it would give us some errors, but that is fine and should be perfect. So now what we can say is we're going to call fire, and then we're going to say, oh, we should probably just say it down here. We can just do it, chuck a debug in here, debug.log log we just hit and then we can go plus hit dot and hit closest hit name, yeah, and we can add something in later like plus with a blank, so we can add in some things there. Turn closest hit. That should be fine. Yep. We didn't close that one off. Silly errors. And oh yeah, okay, we can't call that one fire. So what we're going to have to do is call this shoot or something like that. What we're also going to have to do is add a cooldown timer inside this thing, but that should be fine for now. Use of unassigned variable hit point. See if it works. No, it doesn't. Okay. Ray out hit. Let me just check on that. I think that's casting it as vector 3. Not sure if we need that. Yeah, that fixed that, but 26. Yeah. Vector 3, not vector. Let me have a look on that, and I'll be back and I'll let you know what's happening with that. Alrighty. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, some of our errors, I've figured it out. There's in here we actually set hit transform to equal find closest transform, which would be correct, and also we need to cast this as an out, as we are finding an out. So that is that. One other thing I did make an error was I had a capital P here, but just make sure you change it to a lowercase p. Now that should fix up most of them, if not all. Yep, and we should be able to go back and go to our scripts folder, our shooting folder, and then drag our, where's our models? Nope. Prefabs, player, resources, player 1. Now we want to drag onto this character. So we'll just go through here, add a component, and search for shoot. Oh, it is fire, wasn't it? Fire. We'll add that one on there. Click play and see if that works. So submit, play, offline mode, spawn. Okay, now if we shoot, click the fire 1 button. Or not. 1 second. Let's just add some debugs in here. So when we click call shoot, we will go button down. We will debug this. Debug log shooting, and then in shoot we'll go debug.log called finding closest hit transform, and then if we do one before here, oh well, that will come up either way whether we have one or not. So we're just going to click play again and then submit, play, offline mode, spawn, play 1 clone. It has our fire script on it. Now if we go back to here, shoot, we got nothing. Oh, maybe it's taking the thing of this camera. So if you move this camera up more in line with the ground, if we go in and play, submit, play, offline mode, spawn, and click shoot, nothing's still happening. If input dot. Oh, we want that in the update. Why did I even how did I not see that? Okay, we want to check that that's an update. So we want to constantly go, hey, are we firing? Are we firing? Are we firing? Submit, play, offline mode, spawn, shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah. Object reference not set to an instance of an object 20. That's good. We're getting somewhere. 20 ray new ray camera.main. Well, we don't need that at the moment. We can just delete that one. Click play. Submit, play. Network mode. Ugh. Okay. We'll have that one on. We won't have. Where's the camera in this one? So it's a child. So we will just change this and we'll set a variable up. So what we're gonna call the variable up here, public local camera. Oh, well, sorry, we're going to call this, it's going to be a type camera, we're going to call it local camera. Okay, and so then what we're going to do is go down and shoot. We're going to set local camera to equal this dot transform dot child dot get child dot camera, or well, we're gonna call camera, and then we're gonna call dot camera. I think, I'm not sure. Let's try that, see if we get any errors. Yep, we get errors. Get child int. Oh, int. So 1. Let's try 1. Transform to type camera. So camera. Let's try and cast that. Nope. Okay. Game object. Oh, it change it to transform. How? Oh, we'll cast it. Camera. Is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it none of the above? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Sorry guys. Okay, dot camera. Let's try that. Alright, so that works, I think. Well, it's giving us no errors, so we'll just spawn. Yeah. Variable start camera of network manager has not been assigned. Start camera. Play. Submit, play, offline mode, spawn. Right, now. Still not set to an instance of it, but that's 23. And that is the same thing. Okay, oh that's right, we haven't done this. So local camera. And local camera. And then we're going, oh wait, yep, okay, cool, play, offline mode, spawn. Okay, we're getting hit. Oh yeah, if we shoot we get an error for nothing, but if we hit actually something, we just hit cube with a blank. So that's because that's the thing is called cube, because the box glider is on the cube thing. So if we were to have this separate and have graphics and have the cube mesh and mesh renderer on the bottom one, on the graphics layer, and then on the one that was called cube we had the box collider, it'd still be called cube. But if we had the box collider on the graphics underneath it, then it would hit that, the box slider, and the name of the one that had the box slider is called graphics, so we would be hitting graphics. So that's something to remember. So that's finished for now. That is the basic shooting. So now what this is going to do is make it, you know how we made it so that when the bullet hit, we ran some scripts so that it would hurt someone or whatever. That's going to change, and what we're going to do is when you shoot, it will shoot some bullets, but it will hit using the ray. So what we might do is delay it a bit, give it a bit of a delay depending on the type of gun, how long the bullet takes to get to the person. Well, I'm not sure yet, because we don't want to really run any scripts off the bullet. We just want to have it like a destroy script or something like that. So that's all we're going to do for now, and that is the end of this part. On the next part I'll do today, and what we will do is I'll look into adding the game object on top of it, and I'll also look into making it work with the inventory. So I'm not sure if I really want to implement the gun until I've fixed up the inventory bit, so the next one might be a bit of inventory, a bit of guns, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.